The Seattle Seahawks versus the Washington Football Team. So, Washington, big question. Alex Smith, calf injury. Is he going to start? Is he not going to start? I don't know. What I do know is the Seattle Seahawks defense has been trending more and better and better over the last few weeks, which is what we've been waiting on. I've said similar things to the Buffalo Bills all season long. Those strong offenses are still playing really good football, and they're strong. They're thought of, their reputation for having strong defenses. They're starting to answer that in recent weeks. I like how Seattle's defense is playing. In terms of points, we predict that there are going to be 50 points in terms of computer projections, so a little bit of a lower scoring game. Respect Washington's defense. They're playing lights out right now. Russell Wilson, somebody has finally surpassed him for league MVP in my book, and that's Aaron Rodgers with what he's been doing. Russell Wilson had the best, probably 6 games to start the season. Aaron Rodgers has caught him. We'll see how the last quarter goes, though. But I think those are my two front runners. With respect to Patrick Mahomes, I think Patrick Mahomes has a little bit more to work with in the MVP race. Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers are cut above the rest, again, in my opinion. Russell Wilson is my number 2 quarterback projected this week. He's a slam dunk start. If you're wondering about number 1, it's Kyler Murray. I'll get to him later in the show. Chris Carson, matchup proof, start him. Tyler Lockett, I actually think outproduces DK Metcalf, but both are matchup proof. Start both of those guys. I stay away from everything else in Seattle. Look, they get points, but the distribution is just so good because Russell Wilson is so good. For Washington, I'm not starting Dwayne Haskins, and I'm not starting a slightly injured Alex Smith. Now, I have a decent projection on those players, but I'm just not going to do it. I'm staying away. We'll see what happens. Is Gibson going to be in the lineup? My guess is no. I don't know if he's officially been ruled out, but certainly by the time people catch this later in the week, there will be a ruling on that. But I do start J.D. McKissick regardless, because even if Gibson does come back with the turf toe, I don't think he's going to be getting the volume that we did see in the last couple of weeks here. And even if Peyton Barber gets in there, he's not going to get it. So McKissick, I think, is safe. And I do think Washington will be playing from behind, which means they're going to need more screen passes. By the way, if Alex Smith isn't going, Alex Smith has been pushing the ball downfield nicely, in my opinion. But Dwayne Haskins is going to need that help out of the backfield. So they'll keep things shorter, try to build his confidence throughout the game. So McKissick, I actually do think is a start if he's still available for you in a waiver wire. I think he's a much safer start, for example, than Darrell Henderson this week for the Los Angeles Rams, which I don't think a lot of people would say, but I'm saying at least this point. Remember, it's playoff season. Win or go home, baby. McLaurin is a definite start for me. I think you could start Cam Sims. That's a roll of the dice. I hope that you have a little bit of a safer player to start rather than Cam Sims. Now let's get back over to the spread. So I was talking about before, I think if you can get in on this, Seattle under a touchdown, with the possibility that Dwayne Haskins is going to be under center, I think you got to get in on that early. All things being equal, let's assume Alex Smith will play. The computer projections say Seattle 26, Washington 23, which would be a Washington cover. But again, Seattle, I think their defense is trending up. Washington's offense, I think, will be trending down with a possibly kind of banged up Alex Smith. And I know he could have come back into the game and all that, but with Alex Smith a little bit more banged up and Gibson banged up, certainly, I'm going to take Seattle here, but it is a risk. I like it a lot more if Dwayne Haskins is the starter. Next game on the list,